All right, today I just wanted to show what it is like in a live trading session. I know that a lot of people get advice like mentally on psychology, so on and so forth. But today I just wanted to show what it actually looks like when someone is in a live trading session in a live environment. Now, I do understand that on my charts, I do have a lot going on, but starting off, your charts will look a little differently. As we can see, the market just opened up 1 minute ago. I'm running this experiment. It's not even really experiment. It's more of a show and tell. I literally put the bare minimum in this account. Where is it? Where do I? 500 bucks in this account just to show how someone can start with this amount and compound uh, their accounts over a 30-day period. There is one difference in my setup, and that is that I did have one trade from yesterday. It started the day off negative. It has made a little bit of money so far today, but um, yeah, let's just come along for the ride. So let's continue to drop here. Tesla just dropped. No, Tesla filled the gap. Okay. All right, Tesla filled the gap. Is it going to continue? Got the E-mini futures. It's playing around. Doesn't know what it wants to do. Today we do have news that comes out at 10 o'clock. We have consumer sentiment. I think just to keep on par of keeping that 500 dollar rule, I really don't want this trade here to affect it. It is going in my favor right now, but I really wanted to start with a completely blank slate, to kind of show what everything looks like uh, live in the process while it's happening. So please don't hold that one stock against me. Um, I will navigate, I will give some commentary on things as I see them. But for the time being, we're just gonna sit back and see how things develop. All right, that's got a gap going on there. Can feel it. Small. That's yesterday. It's a pretty big gap to fill, but we don't have to worry about today. Today, it already did what it was going to do. Keep an eye on this. It's a 30-minute pivot point coming up, which also happens to be yesterday's low. You can see it bouncing off it right now on the 15-minute. Now volume is in favor of the sellers, but it's still an inside day. Around here. VIX is doing. VIX is up. So stock should be coming down. Apple. Here. Nothing. Tesla. Nothing. Started out. It started out creating a small gap. It already filled it. If this goes up and completes 50% of this candle, 50% of yesterday, I might look to take it up for the rest of the day. But again, we have news that comes out at 10, so I'm just gonna kind of hang tight, at least wait for the first 15 minutes of the market opening. Just trying to keep an eye on what all is going on. Hold on. Okay, Baba had a tiny gap. It filled it. Let's see what they're doing. Okay, so Baba is down for the week. And Apple is breaking back down. We're still not outside of the first 15 minutes, but it has broken a daily level. So for myself, let's see what's the low time frame. It's down to 3 minutes. It's already done it. I'm up on the level. One over here. Put that down really quick. VIX is popping up. Day sentiment sells right now. So let's see if it wants to go back up there and retest the low before it continues to break down again. We see it's pushed up a little bit, maybe even come up here and touch VWAP on this really low time frame before it. See it already pushing back down. Already got an actionable signal to take it downside. The VIX is breaking back down. And this is why we don't get in the first 15 minutes. We let the market show us what's going on. Let's take a look at Tesla. So, size 3-bar. Personally, I do not like to play within 3 bars. So, okay, we got nothing lower than the 15, so that's not going to be helpful. Okay, so Tesla got a gap. It came up. Let's start it down here. Okay. Came up. We filled the gap. 3, 1, 2. Technically, we could take this down for a quick play, but on these lower time frames are not as reliable as a higher time frame. And for myself, if I'm going to stick to this, I want to wait for an actionable signal at the bare minimum on the 15-minute candle, which is why we wait the first 15 minutes to let the market do whatever it's going to do, you know, trades and things that were placed from overnight, just like this BA, it went down. You can see it pushed up quite a bit. But I have this contract until Friday. Today is only Tuesday. So I have plenty of time to let this contract develop. Right now it is negative 26 bucks. Time will tell. You look at it. If we run the strat perfectly, it did do what it was supposed to do. It broke this 1. It went down here and took out this 3. And that would have been where we would have taken our profit. But that's exactly why we didn't take that trade, because that's like nothing. That's not worth that trade is not worth taking. Tesla. Now this one to me is a bit more interesting. Whereas if we follow that same methodology, getting in here, we'll take it down to the bottom of this 3, and it could very well do that. As we started out here, we came down, we tested it, we came back up. Only reason I'm not going to take this one is because I see that we have more buyer momentum right now. See if we can get down below. Okay, we just did it again. Let's see. Let's at least set up for this Tesla. Tesla. Tesla is equal puts. This would be an over leveraged play if I was to take this, and it would. All right, that's my reminder letting me know that we're 15 minutes into the market. That would be an over leveraged play. So if I took this, this would be our only play of the day. Let's see, let's take one that's easier. This is only $1. Yeah, that volume is in favor of the buyers right now. Let's see what goes on here. Could be looking at a TTL where we came up, we came back down. Apple's pushing up. Boeing. See, this would be my break point with Boeing. If Boeing breaks yesterday's high, at that point, then I'd be looking to cut that trade. $8. All right, the first 15 minutes have come and gone. We're inside this candle here. Not gonna touch anything. This is my preferred stock to play, just from an affordability standpoint. It allows people the chance to be able to get in and kind of learn trading at an affordable price before going to some of the higher ticket items like Tesla. This has a gap. It has a nice size gap to fill. Again, we have news that comes out at 10, so in 12 minutes, we just sit back and see what the market decides it wants to do. As a retail trader, we have no power to move the market at all. So just because we place our trades, we don't have the hundreds of millions of dollars to move the market in the same way that a hedge fund can move the market. So we just want to essentially ride their coattails in regards to the movements that they make. This thing looks like it might try to go up and fill that gap. Let's see. Started off here, it tried, it couldn't do it. It came up, touched it, couldn't do it. Came up, touched it, couldn't do it. But now it looks like it's trying to gather enough momentum to go on up there. And you can also see it's in our favor here on the volume. Excellent, 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 excellent. Excellent. Excellent calls. That's 120 bucks. We're gonna stay under 100 bucks for this first trade. In at 112. Out by the time we hit out at that very first level. We're just looking to see if it's gonna break this let's see if it's going to break this candle here. So if we go above this candle here, then we'll take it to the upside to complete that gap. And as soon as it gets to that gap, that's where we'll get out and take our profit. But right now, see, this is where it would have hurt traders to jump in early. Sometimes it can work in your benefit, but if we're gonna follow this particular system, it falls under, is given to us by the very gracious Mr. Rob Smith. He is the creator of the strat. So we can see here on this 15-minute, we came down and we tested a broadening formation. Let's go ahead and switch this time frame over to the 30. So we are already beneath the broadening formation on the 30. We're beneath it on the hour. We mark it off. Mark it on. See what we get. We have a new 30 minutes getting ready to start up. That is some nice volume, and we're at 20% already for the day. In favor of buyers. Let's see if we get above that 112.40, which it looks like we're getting ready to hit it. We just hit it. Crap. We did not catch it in time. Let's see if it's going to come back and let us in. All right, it did let us in. Let's see what happens. Now, in this particular type of trade that I'm in, this is a bracket. So with this bracket, I have it set relatively high. What I'm looking to do here is once I see profit go to a certain point, I'm just going to take the stop. I'm going to pull it up right beneath where the sellers are, and we're going to come out of the trade that way. Okay, we're only focused on 10% here. This was a $100 trade. So once we get to $10, we're looking to secure profit. So that's still right around this point of touching the low of yesterday. Hopefully we can get this to happen here within the next 7 minutes. That is not a guarantee. It's just wishful thinking. So just to be ready so that we don't get greedy, I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling this down. As you can see here, it matches here on the chart. And if we get taken out there, that's a $29 profit. So is that about it? It looks close to yesterday. All right, volume still looking good on the 15. All right, so again, we only put $100, risk $100. As of right now, we can go ahead and move that stop loss up. Let's see here. Let's go ahead, let it take us out the trade. Yeah, 6 minutes. 6 minutes for it to hit our target. We're in profit right now. All right, we're getting closer, getting closer. Getting closer. It has officially hit it now, and it's taking us out of the trade. That's how simple it is to make your money in a day playing in the market. What usually happens is people tend to overtrade. This could, continue on for much longer. However, we put up $100 on this trade, and that BA trade, I think I am going to go ahead and cut that because I haven't paid attention to it today. It could very well continue. Let me just take a quick look at that before. Where is it? Where is it? It's pushed up pretty strong. Volume is on buyer side right now. However, it's still inside. So I'm gonna give it some time. Uh, but the focus of this what today was to just show how when we execute our plan, um, we made 26% today on our investment. So we could call it quits for today. Take our 26% that we made on our investment, and we come back again tomorrow. I hope you guys really enjoyed this session of showing what it looks like live. Maybe tomorrow we can see what happens with BA. I'll keep my eye on it throughout the day. But the one trade that we did take, we saw how that turned out, and we were able to make a 26% profit in less than 30 minutes. Till next time. Stop this recording.